What's up, Dunk Squad? It's Wank Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're here with Madden 24 franchise mode walkthrough, first draft, and to show you guys why I like to call myself the draft king. Now, I took the Atlanta Falcons, the team that I was supposed to have for our realistic franchise mode series in the last game. We took them on a test just to test out the simulation, test out all the stats, and see how franchise mode works this year. Hopefully, it's not broken. Hopefully, we're not getting a lot of baby back. But during the season, with the Falcons, we actually went 13-4. We won the NFC South, which could be the weakest division in football. I know I said in my Vikings realistic franchise mode video that the NFC North was the weakest division. I totally forgot about the NFC South. It's pretty much open to any other teams, including the Atlanta Falcons. But we went 13-4, won the division, made the playoffs, had about 6 Pro Bowlers, including Desmond Ridder. So we were able to develop him for a season. We made it all the way to the NFC Championship game just to lose to none other than the overpowered Madden favorites, Dallas Cowgirls, led by their MVP, Rain Dakota Prescott. But that's not what this video is about. We got to the offseason where I addressed the needs of the team, and one of the biggest needs was, getting weapons for Desmond Ridder. We needed wide receiver badly. We only had Drake London on the roster. So we did that. We signed like Mike Williams, some big wide receivers, just to make this team a true throw it up, jump ball, basketball team, basketball squad. But in the draft, we were picking like late in the first round, and because we made it to the NFC Championship game, and we saw a prospect that we wanted, and we were gonna have to trade up for him. Now, he was top 5 projected, and here he is right here, Lindsey Lucas. You see, he ended up on the Cardinals, but he was top 5 projected. I think he was the best player in the class, and we made up a move to get him. Now, in the mock draft, it said he wasn't going till number 13 to the Tampa Bay Bucks. So what I did was I traded up ahead of the Bucks. I wanted to jump our division rivals. But the mistake that I made was thinking that this was Madden 23 and not Madden 24. So usually in Madden 23, the final mock draft and mock 5, that's usually how the draft goes. So mock 5 had Lindsey Lucas going 13 to the Bucks. I said, as long as we get ahead of number 13, we should be good to get him. Not the case this year. We traded up, I think, with the Chicago Bears at number 7. And then he went number 5 to the Arizona Cardinals. Not gonna lie, not gonna cap. I was blowed that the Cardinals did me like that. But I also like it because it adds a lot of unpredictability when it comes to the drafts. You can't just trade up thinking that you're gonna, get the player that you want just because of what the mock says. So I did like that. But I had a backup plan. Damn it. We saw another wide receiver that was projected to go second to third round, and I'm about to show y'all this freak of nature right now that we got in the draft. I went ahead and took him. I reached for him too. I went and took him in the first round because I was a little 38 with the Cardinals pick, and we got this guy, Antoine Childress. He is listed at 6'9". I'm telling y'all, 6'9". Freak. Wide receiver. Now, his overall is low. He is only a 71. But when I drafted him, I even got a trophy on my P5 when I drafted him because of the hidden dev. But I wouldn't be surprised if he is generational. Now, I know usually generational players are like 80 overall plus and they have the X factor, but man, 6'9", 6'9". In my first draft here in Madden 24, I get a 6'9" height wide receiver. Crazy. 23 years old, out of USF. You look at his ratings. I mean, they're not too overpowered. He's a great short route runner. He has great catch in traffic, great spectacular catch, 91 jumping. It really should be a 99. Has even a 70 juke move, 93 change of direction, 93 change of direction at 6'9". And then, of course, we did what we usually do best. We got a whole bunch of 70s in the draft. We got this middle linebacker who was like the best in the combine, had elite everything, first place in everything. We got this guy, Trevor Rose, big boy, nose tackle, 6'1", 347, like a little bowling ball with 99 strength. Draft king. And we continued on. We got another nose tackle. Got a good cornerback from Georgia, so he stays home. Got another slot receiver, not 6'9". I think he's not even 6 feet. I think he's like 5. Yeah, he's 5'11". Got to get, all types of heights in the wide receiver room. Got a little decent blocking fullback. And then this guy. Just ignore it. Just pretend that you're no vision, Duncan, and you got no vision. Just ignore that 55 overall right there. But just look at the dev trait. I don't even want you to look at the dev trait. I want you to pay attention to that height right there. Another 6'9" prospect. Now, the interesting thing about Glenn Rhodes here is, yes, he's a right tackle, but when you look at his ratings, strength 83, run blocking, pass blocking, it's low just like his overall. But look at his speed, his acceleration, 70, 71. Now, I moved him. I played around with his position a little bit, moved him to fullback. I moved him to tight end. And when I moved him to those other two positions, his rating stayed at a 55. So that just shows you how you can get some of these players in the draft. You can get a freak player, once in a lifetime player like Antoine Childress, 6'9" wide receiver, but you can also get those guys that are just athletic and you can just move around everywhere like a Taysom Hill. This guy Glenn Rhodes, we can play him at right tackle. We drafted him because we needed to back up for behind Caleb McGarry and Jake Matthews, but we could play him at right tackle. We could play him at fullback, have a 300-pound fullback, kind of like a Patrick Reichert. Or we could even move him to, what was the other position I said? Right tackle, fullback, and tight end. We could put him at tight end. So we can move him around. I know he has a low overall, but he does have that hidden dev trait, most likely star, but just an athletic freak. And he's also 6'9", too. What's up with all these 6'9", man? Told y'all I am the draft king. But that's how our first draft went. That's how our first simulation here went in Madden 24. I want y'all to stay tuned for those realistic rebuilds. Those will be coming soon as soon as they fix these little menus up, because they do move on the slower side, and it would take all day for us to record those rebuilds. Y'all stay tuned for the Minnesota Vikings realistic franchise. Hell, y'all even stay tuned. We might even do superstar mode this year. We don't know yet. But I had a lot of fun simulating this first season with the Atlanta Falcons. Had a lot of fun doing this draft and seeing these type of players in the auto-rated generated draft class. Y'all let me know in the comments below what players that you have seen so far in the auto-generated classes, these freak players, these 6'9", 7-foot kickers or whatever. Y'all let me know in the comments what players you have drafted so far in Madden 24. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Peace out. Dunk Squad.